Okay, now
Yes, Now,
STEM versus Arts and Humanities.
by Jacob Kim and Zachary Casso.
All right, some background information. So this debate on arts and humanities has been a controversy that's taken the world by storm.
Should schools stay with the tradition and focus more on the arts and humanities, or do the new thing and start focusing on STEM education? We should focus on STEM education because it leads us closer to the future. Focusing on STEM education would allow us to be more creative, innovative, and faster with regards to creating and discovering new technological and scientific advancements.
Okay, we should emphasize humanities more because humanities tends to make us think more critical. When you're learning about activities like history, literature, and art, those are like the activities where you get taught more critical thinking than others. And critical thinking is really important for us because it allows each individual person to think a lot more rationally, which is something that we need in our society.
That's true, but we should really be focusing on STEM because it leads to students engaging in education outside of the classroom. This is because studies have shown that people who focus on STEM topics tend to also focus on the topics outside of school in the classroom, which keeps them engaged and even more educated about the topic compared to if they're only learning about it in the classroom.
So, although STEM may also teach students outside the classroom,
While that is true, teaching STEM will make the education system more successful overall. This is because when STEM students are taught in school, the success rates of students tend to increase and overall they live more successful lives according to many studies.
so STEM does lead students to success, but so does everything. What's important is leadership. Humanities teacher teaches more leadership skills than STEM, because as most traits found in leaders and entrepreneurs, like decision making, critical thinking, teamwork, all that stuff, those are skills that are taught in humanities. And more, if you're a student and you're majoring in humanities, you're more likely to become a leader than if you were to major in a STEM.
While it is true that leadership is taught in arts and humanities, unemployment for people in the STEM field is very low. Working in a STEM field, you statistically have a much lower chance of becoming unemployed than if you were to work in any other field. This is shown during the 2007 recession when STEM unemployment only rose from 1.8% to 5.5%, while in non STEM fields, unemployment rose from 4.8% to 9.5%.
In the end, our bonds as humans are going to be strengthened with humanities. Humanities proves more useful when it comes to letting people interact, because it allows for more teamwork oriented activities like group projects that allow people to communicate, which is a vital skill that is needed to improve relations with others.
Regardless, STEM wages are typically higher than in other jobs. This is shown because people who choose to follow the STEM career path tend to earn a higher wage than those who choose to go down other paths. Not only is this good for the individual, it's also great for the economy as a whole as well. Oh,
In the end, humanities teaches people more critical thinking. It helps people interact more. It helps people become better leaders. While the STEM, on the other hand, you might you won't get as much critical thinking. You won't learn how to interact with people as well, and you're probably just gonna work underneath someone who majored in humanities. I'm done.
thanks for listening!